Oh. All right, this episode, we're going to talk about a new show that we came across on Netflix. It's called All of Us Are Dead.
Yeah, that was a good one. It's a new South Korean series that takes place at a high school where a mad science teacher creates a virus that infects his students and turns them all into zombies.
Now, the main characters are Anjo, who is close friends with her neighbor Lee Chong Sun. Then there's Choi Nam Ra, who's the class president. That's all they refer to her as initially, is the class president. And Lee Sun Yuk, who is a handsome kid and the love interest of Anjo. Kind of, sort of, there's a little twist in that little love thing going on there. He was also part of the group of boys who spent a good deal of time tormenting and bullying vulnerable students. But he's transformed. He's a really nice kid now. The two who were the bad kids who were still in there, they're horrible. I mean, horrible things. But we're not going to give you any spoilers because we do want you to watch the show because it really is a great show. There are 12 episodes in the series, and they're all about an hour long, probably a little less than an hour. And we have actually finished the entire series. It took us 3 days.
Yeah, it took about 3 days. We kind of binged on it. It was really good. I guess we got tuned in because we love Squid Games.
Squid Games.
And so then I said, well, let's check this one out. It was good, but probably not as good. But as far as zombie movies go, I think I'll give it maybe an 8.
Yeah, I would say a 7 because it's zombies. Look, The Walking Dead kind of set the bar for me on zombie apocalypse stuff. And while this was good, of course, it was not nearly as good as Squid Games because Squid Games was this psychological thing and you're watching it and you're trying to figure out what you would do in this scenario. And it was just so over the top in terms of the content and what the people had to do and all of that. There was none of that here. And I was kind of looking for that. And like with The Walking Dead, that was, the zombies were the backdrop on The Walking Dead. We saw them, but it was more about the whole leadership exchange and watching everybody just kind of move through, how they're teaming and how they're working together and who has, what skills for this and what skills for that. It was more like that. Whereas this was, primarily the group of kids running from zombies. You didn't really delve into the character of the character so much.
Well, I don't know. Like there were some character differences there. You have the little girl that was not nice to anybody, and everybody got their just desserts at the end.
True.
But what I did like about it was right when you would think that they were going to be saved, it was like it just gets worse for them. Each time it got worse. I mean, even the girl's father did everything she could to get up to him. And then when she finally got there, he ended up having to die. And that's why I guess the title of the show is when All of Us Are Dead, because basically all of them did die, just about.
Yeah, I was really surprised that the father perished as soon as he did.
Yeah,
that was pretty sad. But remember, that was Anjo's father, and then there's Lee Chong Sun's mother who made the chicken. That was and terrible. It was kind of cool how once they became zombies, they were walking around amongst each other. They could just there was that one scene where they just walked past each other. I thought that was really endearing and sweet. And I was like, oh, there's his mom, because his mom, Well, I guess we're gonna have to.
We can't tell
we're
you
gonna
the
have to do
whole
a
story.
spoiler alert. I
Yeah,
guess.
you gotta watch it. All we can tell you, it's good and it's worth a watch.
It is worth a watch.
Watch the whole series, and you can get in our comments and tell us what you thought about it.
Yeah,
that would be great.
Awesome, awesome. All right, so
What's
this
up?
is what?
Well, I guess this is the end of this this episode. But we're gonna watch some more stuff, and we're gonna let you know if you should watch it or not. Yeah, what we think of it.
And just so you know, none of our families like watching stuff with us because we are very critical of things.
Yeah.
So we do have some some unpopular opinions about things. So it should be entertaining. So, like I said, if you like this episode, I hope you tune in more. Like and subscribe, and we'll have plenty more content coming your way. Thanks for tuning in.